Hello, Vincent and Gabriel. I hope you are doing well, guys. And Vincent, can you hear me? Gabriel, how about you? Can you hear me? Good. Very good. Okay, good. All right. Okay, guys, if you can hear me well, that's good. As you know, we were talking about linear equations, and that is one important topic in math. Actually, it is taught maybe in primary 6 or secondary 1. And after that, using this basic idea, we are going to use this basic idea a lot, even to solve quadratic equations or cubic equations or a lot of equations, we will use this idea. And that's why it is simple but fundamental concept. In the first part, we talk about linear equations, right? In the second part, we talk about how to solve a system of linear equations or simultaneous linear equations. Simultaneous means usually this two equations, but when you just say system, maybe 3, 4, 5, more than two equations, right? I say more than one equations. And after that, last week, we talked about the applications of linear equations. We did a few word problems, right, involving linear equations or system of linear equations. And today is the last part of this course about linear equations. So okay. All right. Okay. Okay. So now we are going to solve a few questions from this test. Okay, we have, I think, part A, 8 questions, part B, 5 questions, part C, and additional questions. Okay, so guys, I cannot see your face, unfortunately. I'll just keep explaining and teaching and try to, how to say, explain every detail. If any step is not clear or if you have any questions, just feel free. You can just raise your hand or just stop me and you can ask, okay? Usually I wish actually we would have more interactive class. I teach and you have questions or I ask you, you answer my questions, but I think you prefer to be quiet. It's up to you, okay? So let's continue that. So now part A, solve the equations. Usually actually solving the equation, the idea is simple, okay? So still we know that the number, some number satisfies this equation most probably, right? So now, but it's not given in explicit way. So now we are going to express in explicit way. That means that I'm going to leave this x alone on one side, right? Take everything to the right hand side. That means that we are going to make x the subject of the formula or express everything. I mean, we are going to express x in terms of the remaining variables or numbers. This is we call the solution of this equation. But here, of course, we are looking for a number. When we substitute for x into the equation, left-hand side and right-hand side will produce the same values. That's called equation. So to do this one, we need to follow some algebraic rules, right? So anyway, so solution. Here we have solution. First, we are going to expand the left-hand side and also expand the right-hand side. I'm going to bring this into the form ax equals b. So 13 times 2x, that is 26x, plus 13 times 11, 10 times 13, 130 plus one more 13, 143. On the right-hand side, 5 times 4, it is 20. 5 times 3, it is 15x. So now negative 15x take to the left-hand side, that is 26x plus 15x. And here we have 20, take 143 to the right-hand side, minus 143. 26 plus 15, that's equal to 41x. And 20 minus 143, it is minus 1, 2, 3. So that's in the form of ax equals b. So from here, what is x? X equals minus 1, 2, 3 over 41, which is equal to negative 3. So the solution of this equation is, what is it? Negative 3. I don't understand what's going on here. Why I can see you? Why it's just disappearing and interesting. Anyway, second question, solve the equation. Gabriel, you are here, right? Okay, because I cannot see the names. I don't know, to some reason, it just appears and disappears. Okay, good. Next question. How about actually in our equation, we have one fraction on the left-hand side, one fraction on the right-hand side. So that means that we are going to cross multiply. That's the same thing as multiplying both sides by the least common multiple of 2 and 7 here, right? The denominators. But instead also the same thing as the cross multiplication. If you cross multiply, here we have 7. So 5x minus 4. On the right-hand side, we have 2, 8x plus 5. Okay. So now from here, 7 times 5x, it is 35x minus 28. 2 times 8, it is 16x plus 10. Now I'll take 16x to the left-hand side, 35x minus 16x. On the right-hand side, 10, negative 8 to the right-hand side, plus 28. 35 minus 16, that's equal to, what is it? 19x. 10 plus 28, that is 38. So from here, x equals 38 over 19, that's equal to 2. So dot, 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 the solution of this equation is 2. That means that if you substitute 2 into the equation, left-hand side and right-hand side will produce the same value, or they will be equal to each other. All right, it's a word problem. You just write your first solution. Michael goes to school on foot every day. It's just an information. If he walks at 80 meters per minute, he will arrive at school 1 minute early. 1 minute early means that that's than his usual time. That means that his usual speed is different, right? When he changed, but now his speed is 80 meters per minute, he will arrive at school 1 minute early. If he walks at 75 meters per minute, he will arrive at school 1 minute late. Find the distance between his home and the school. So that means that let's say this is his home, and let's say somewhere else here is school. So the distance between his home and school, let's say it is d meters. Okay. So usual time is, what is it? His usual time is, if he walks at the speed of s meters per minute, he will arrive at school after or in t minutes. But in the question, it's saying that the same distance, if he walks at 80 meters per minute, right, he will arrive at school 1 minute early. It says 1 minute early. That means that here, 1 minute early is, what is it, the usual time? It is d minus 1. Okay, here it is 1. And if he walks at 75 meters per minute, the same distance, d is equal to 75, he will arrive at school 1 minute late than usual time, right? So it will take one more minute to arrive at the school. Find the distance. So since, as you see here, we are going to solve this system of equations, left-hand sides are equal. So that means that also the right-hand side should be equal, which means that here AD t minus 1 should be equal to 75 t plus 1. Before actually I expand this, can I just simplify these numbers, 80 and 75? Both of these numbers are divisible by 5, right? So this 80 divided by 5, it is 16, and 16 times t, 16t minus 16. If you divide 75 by 5, it is 15. 15 times t, it is 15t plus 15. So now take 15t to the left-hand side. 16t minus 15t, it is t. And negative 16 to the right-hand side, 15 plus 16, it is 31. So it means actually t is his usually it takes 31 minutes. Take Michael 31 minutes to get to his school. But the question here is we need to find the distance, right? So now we can find the distance. Distance is equal to, let me substitute into the first equation, 80 times, what is t? T equals 31. So here we have 31 minus 1. And 31 minus 1 is 30. 30 times 80 is 2400 meters. So dot, 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 the distance between his house and school is 2,400 meters. Okay. Another problem related to chemistry solution. Solution is related to chemistry, right? There are 600 grams of salt solution with concentration of 10%. How many grams of salt solution with concentration of 30% are needed to add in such that the concentration of the mixture becomes 18%? So again, actually, here we have a kind of salt solution, right? And that is 600 grams. And we are adding this to some solution. How much is it? It says how many grams, right? Here we have how many grams of salt solution. So I don't know how much is it. Let's say here we have X grams, okay? And here it is 10% of salt solution. And this one is, what is it? 30%. So when we just add this, we get new mixture, right? That mixture, how much is it? We are just adding 600 grams to X grams. So altogether now here we have X plus 600 grams, right? So here the concentration actually will be 18%. It means this. So since actually here, right, the concentration 10%, that means that here we have 10% of 600 grams, that is salt. In the second solution, 30% of X, is salt. So together, right, it exists in our mixture. That is actually, it forms 18% of our mixture. That is X plus 600. So now we have to solve this equation. But if I just actually remove the brackets and change into the equation, you will see that we will get a linear equation. 10% of 600, that is 60, and 30% of X, that is 0.3X, and 18% of X is 0.18 times X plus 0.18 times 600, it is 6 times 18, 60, 48, that's equal to 108. So now take 0.18 to the left-hand side and 60 to the right-hand side. So here we have 0.3 minus 0.18 X, because X is a common factor. On the right-hand side, we have 108 minus 60. And 0.30, right? 0.3 is 0.30 minus 0.12, that is 0.12X. And 108 over 60, that's equal to 48. So now from here, what is X? X equals 48 over 0.12 multiplied by 100 and divided by 12, that's equal to 400 grams. So here dot, 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 X is equal to 400 grams. The question is, how many grams of salt solution with concentration of 30% are needed? So we need 400 grams of salt solution with concentration of 30% is needed. Okay, next question. Solve the system. As you know, actually, this is a system of linear equations. We can use elimination method or substitution method. For graphical methods, it's not asked here. That's not a practical way to use graphical method here. So Usually, actually, graphical method, we use this if we cannot solve the system of equations algebraic way. So here, let me just eliminate y, right? So I'm going to multiply both sides of the first equation by, what is it? By 3. So here we have multiplied by 3, the first one by 3, 3 times 2x, that is 6x, 3 times y, it is 3y, 3 times 17, that is 51. And the second one is 4x minus 3y is equal to 9. So now if we just add them together, 6 plus 4, it is 10x. 3 minus 3, it is 0. 59 plus 9 is equal to 6. So 10 times what number? 60. So x equals 6. That's the first part, actually. The second part, if I substitute this into the first or the second equation, we will get y. Let me just substitute into the first equation. 2 times 6 plus y is equal to 17. What is y? 17 minus 12, that is 5. So now here, dot, 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 the solution of the system is 6 and 5. Okay. Next question. Again, here we have the system of linear equations. 4x plus 5y equals 8, 2y minus 3x equals 17. Okay, so as see here, it's not actually written in alphabetical order. First, I'm going to change this and write first x, then y. In the first equation, we have no problem. 4x plus 5y is equal to 8. In the second one, it is negative 3x plus 2y is equal to 17. Because addition is commutative, right? A plus B is equal to B plus A. So now here, again, let me just actually eliminate y. So to do this one, I will multiply the first equation, both sides of the first equation by 2, the second one by 5. So if you multiply the first equation by 2, so here we have 2 times 4, 8x, 2 times 5, 10y, 2 times 8, it is 16. The second one by 5, 5 times negative 3, negative 15x, plus 5 times 2, 10y, and 5 times 17, it is 85. So now if I subtract, right, the first equation, the second equation from the first, 8 minus 15, that is 23, x, 10 minus 10, it is 0. 16 minus 85, that's equal to, what is it? 69, but with minus. So x is equal to minus 69 over 23, that's equal to negative 3. So we know the value of x. So now in the second step, we can actually get the value of y. I will substitute this into the first or the second equation. Let me substitute into the second equation. So the second equation is negative 3 times x is negative 3 and plus 2 times y is equal to 17. Now from here, 2y is equal to 17. Negative 3 times negative 3 is 9. Take to the right-hand side, minus 9, which is equal to 8, right? So y is equal to 8 over 2, that's equal to 4. Then dot, 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 the solution of this equation is x equals negative 3 and y is equal to 4. All right. Question 7 is a word problem again. In math, actually, word problems are really important. It improves students' problem solving skill a lot. If Susan gives 5 balls to David, the ratio of the number of balls of the Susan and David will be 4-5. If David gives 3 balls to Susan, the ratio of the number of balls of Susan and David will be 4-3. How many balls do they have respectively? So let me just draw our table here. We are talking about 2 students. Here we have Susan and David, right? And how many balls do they have? We don't know. Let's say Susan has M balls, or let me just use the first letter of their names. So it is S, and here we have D. At the beginning, Susan has S balls, David has D balls. And if Susan gives 5 balls to David, so giving 5 balls to David, so here we have S minus 5, D plus 5, right? And the second one is, okay, the second one is if David gives 3 balls to Susan. So now the second one is S plus 3. Susan is receiving balls from David. So David has now S minus 3. And the first one, the ratio is 4-5. And the second one, it is 4-3. So let me just write here. The first one, a ratio is a fraction. I can just write in the fraction form. The first one is S minus 5 over D plus 5 is equal to 4/5. That means S minus 5, the ratio of S minus 5 to D plus 5 is 4-5. The second one is S plus 3 over D minus 3 is equal to 4/3. So that's our system of equations. Now from here, if I just cross multiply, we will get linear equations. 5 times S, let me just do this directly, 5S minus 25. On the right hand side, 4 times D, it is 4D plus 20. The second equation is 3S plus 9 equals 4 times D minus 3, that is 4D minus 12. So now if you just write this in order now, take 4D to the left hand side, 5S minus 4D is equal to, take negative 25 to the right hand side, it is 45. 20 plus 25 is 45. The second one is 3S minus 4D is equal to negative 12 minus 9, that is minus 21, right? So now if you just subtract, it's 4D, 40, they are the same here. So that's a good thing, 4D and 4D. So if you just subtract the second equation from the first one, 5 minus 3, it is 2S. Minus 4 minus 4 is equal to 0. 45 minus 21, that's equal to 66. What is S? S equals 33, right? If S equals 33, now we can get, what is it? D. So substitute the first into the first equation. Let me just write in red. Here, the first one is 5, well, the second one maybe. It is 3 times 33 plus 9 is equal to 4 times D minus 12. Or 4D is equal to 3 times 33, 99. 99 plus 9 is 108. Take 12 to the left-hand side, plus 12, that's equal to 120. So what is D? 120 over 4, that's equal to 30. So how many balls do they have respectively? At the beginning, actually, Susan had 33 balls, and David had actually 30 balls. Okay, let's do one more question, then we will have maybe 1 minute break, water break, because that's the first part of the test solution. If Michael and Johnny take 8 hours and 4 hours on a job respectively, 2/5 of the job will be done. If Michael and Johnny take 3 hours and 7 hours on a job respectively, 1/3 of the job will be done. How many hours do Michael and Johnny need to finish the job together? Okay, so here again, it's a kind of rate problem, right? So Michael, let's say the rate of Michael is, let's say it is M, the rate of Johnny is J, and Michael and Johnny, right? And together. Okay. So it says that if Michael, okay, and Johnny take 8 hours and 4 hours together on a job respectively. So 2/5 of the job will be done. If Michael and Johnny take 3 hours and 7 hours on a job respectively, 1/3 of the job will be done. How many hours do Michael and Johnny need to finish the job together? So that means that now here, Michael actually, what is it? Michael, that is 8M plus 4, right? This is 4J. These are the rates. So working 8 hours at the rate of M, and the second guy is 4 hours at the rate of J. So they complete how much of the job? That is 2/5. That is 2/5 of the job. Let's say the job is capital A. Okay, maybe the kind of wall they have to be painted, or they are building a house or laying bricks or whatever it is. If Michael and Johnny take 3 hours and 7 hours on a job, that is 3 hours and 7 hours, right? And they can complete how much? 1/3. So that is 1/3 of the job. Okay. The question is, how many hours do Michael and Johnny need to finish the job together? So that means that if they work together, M plus J, they're working together. How many hours does it take? It's T hours to complete the job, means the whole job. So we need to find what is it? A over M plus J. Now from here first, okay, I need to find M in terms of A, J in terms of A, and after that we can substitute and find T, because here what is T? T is equal to A over M plus J. So we need to find this. So now by solving these two equations, let me just multiply the first equation by, what is it? By 7, the second equation by 4, and I can eliminate J and we can find M in terms of A. And after that, J in terms of A, we can substitute and get the answer. So the first equation multiplied by 7 times 8, 56 M, 7 times 4, 28 J, 7 times 2 over 5, it is 14 over 5 A. The second one multiplied by 4, 4 times 3, it is 12 M, 4 times 7, 28 J, and 4 times 1 over 3, 4 over 3 A. So now, if you subtract, we can eliminate J here. 56 minus 12, that's equal to 44 M. So here we have 14 over 5, 14 over 5 minus 4 over 3 A, which is equal to, and 3 times 14, 42, minus 20, right? That is 22 over 15A. Now from here, if you multiply both sides by 1 over 44 times 1 over 44, we will get M. So what is M? Dot, dot, dot. M, and M is the rate of Michael, right? In 1 hour, how much job he can do. So here we have 22 over 44 is 2. That's equal to 1 over 30A. Okay. So now if I substitute this into the first and the second equation, we will get the value of J. So let me just write here, that's the first part, and this one is the second part, and third part is here. Just substitute there. So let me just substitute into the second equation. So that is 3 times M. What is M? It is A over 30 plus 7J. On the right-hand side, we have A over 3. So 3 times A over 30, that's equal to A over 10. Take to the right-hand side, 7J equals 1 over 3 minus 1 over 10. And A is a common factor, which is equal to 10 minus 3, it is 7. 7 over 30A. So from here, what is J? J is equal to A over 30. And they are working at the same rates. It is 7J, 1 over 10. So 30, 10 minus 3, it is 7 over 30. So they are working at the same rates. Okay, so now from here, then what is T? So I can just write here T then. T is equal to A over M plus J. What is M? A over 30. What is J? Is A over 30. Multiply numerator and denominator by 30. It is 30A over, it is A plus A, it is 2A, which is equal to 15, right? So that means that if they work together, okay, in 15 hours, they can complete the job. So dot, 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 the answer is 15 hours. Okay, guys, 1 minute break, okay, water break, then we will continue. Mr. Gabriel, is everything okay? Good. Let's continue then. Part B. So we are going to do a little bit different questions here. Okay, 8 marks each, total 14 marks. That means we have 5 questions here. Okay, and it's pure math solution. Okay. If the equation a times x plus 2 equals 7 times b x minus 5 has infinitely many solutions, find the values of a and b. And if you remember, infinite many solutions means that if we have this form, right, a times x is equal to b. One, it has infinite solutions, right? If a is equal to 0 and b is equal to 0. Because if a equals 0, b equals 0, whatever you substitute for x, right, 0 times x will be 0. So 0 is always equal to 0, which means that it has infinitely many solutions. So first I have to bring this into this form. So to bring this into this form, let's expand the left-hand side. Here we have ax plus 2a. On the right-hand side, 7 minus bx, negative b times negative 5, it is plus 5b. Take bx to the left-hand side. Here we have ax, bx, right? So here we have a plus b times x. On the right-hand side, we have 7 and minus 2a plus 5b. Okay, so now when it has infinitely many solutions, if this equals 0 and also this part is equal to 0, right? So that means that here we need to solve the system. A plus b is equal to 0, and this one is actually 2a minus 5b is equal to 7, because it's equal to 0, right? Take minus 2 and 5b to the right hand side. We will have 2a minus b is equal to 0. From the first equation, b is equal to minus a. Substitute here 2a minus 5 times, what is b? Minus a. That's equal to 7. Minus 5 minus 8 is 5a. 2a plus 5a is 7a. So a is equal to 1. If a is equal to 1, b is equal to -1. So that means that this equation, when a equals 1 and b is equal to -1, the equation will have infinitely many solutions. That means that every real number is the solution of this equation. But if you remember linear equations, right, either it has no solution or one solution or infinitely many solutions. We don't have the case that it has 2 solutions or 10 solutions. Is it no solution, one solution, or infinitely many solutions? Another example or question, given P and Q are prime numbers. Okay, you know what is a prime number, right? 2, 3, 5, 7, which has exactly 2 different factors. The one is a solution of this equation. Find the value of 23p plus 4q plus 5. Okay, so since 1 is the solution of this equation, when I substitute it into the equation, it must satisfy this, right? So when x equals 1, we will get an identity. That means that p times 1, p times 1 plus 5 times q is equal to, identically equal to 97. Okay, so from here, which means that p plus 5q is identically equal to 97. That means its value is 97. It's not fixed. It's not, doesn't change. So what is the question here? We need to find the value of 23p plus 4q plus 5, right? So, okay. 23p plus 4q plus 5. Px plus 5q equals 95. Okay, let me just continue here. So here we have 23p plus 4q plus 5. Okay, so that's equal to, okay, I got it. So here also P and Q are prime numbers. I think I forgot about this. So P and Q are prime numbers, right? So here we have P plus 5Q equals 97, right? Now from here, can we get the value of P and Q? So since, as you see here, the sum of 2 numbers, it is 97. That means that one of them should be, what is it? Even number. Otherwise, if it is, for example, let's say, because all prime numbers are odd numbers except for 2, right? For example, if this one is odd number, 5 times odd number is odd. Odd plus odd will be even number. On the right-hand side, we have odd number. That means that one of these numbers should be, what is it? 2. It is P or Q. My first guess, okay? Suppose that P is equal to 2. So at the time, 5Q will be equal to 97 minus 2. That's equal to 95. And what is Q? 95 is divided by 5. That's equal to 19. So is it a prime number? Yes. So actually it works, right? And how about the second guess? How about if Q is equal to 2? If Q is equal to 2, at the time, P plus 5 times 2 equals 97. And P is equal to 97 minus 10. It is 87. And 87 is 3 times 29. It's not a prime number. So actually it does not work. So that means that P must be equal to 2 and Q must be equal to 19. So using this one now, we can answer this question then. And then, okay, let's just write this the first step. And here we have the second step. Here we have 23P plus 4Q plus 5. That's equal to 23 times P. What is it? It is 2. Plus 4 times Q. Q is 19 plus 5. And 23 times 2 is 46. 4 times 19, it is 76 plus 5. That's equal to 112, right? 110, 110, and the 12, 122. So that's equal to 127. So the value of that expression is equal to 127. Okay, let's continue then. Question 3 in part B, solve the system. Again, actually, last class we did similar questions. Actually, all these questions we have already practiced, and just doing revision to, let's say, consolidate our knowledge. So as see here in the first equation, the ratio of this x, y, z is given. This x over 3 equals minus y over 4 equals z over 5, which means that x to y to z is equal to 3 to negative 4 to 5, right? So now here, from here, suppose that this is equal to, let's say, is equal to p. So now I can write everything in terms of p then. So x is equal to 3p, y is equal to minus 4p, and z is equal to 5p. And now I'm going to substitute this into the second equation. X minus y minus z equals 26. What is x? X is 3p minus, what is y? Minus 4p. What is z? It is 5p. On the right-hand side, we have 26. 3p plus 4p, it is 7p. 7p minus 5p, it is 2p. That's equal to 26. So what is p? P equals 13. So now we can write the value of this x and y and z. X equals 3 times p, that is 39. Y is equal to minus 4 times p, that is minus 52. And z is equal to 5 times p, that is 65. So these are the solutions of this system. Okay. The next example, next question. Again, it's about system of linear equations. So if you have noticed here, in every line right here, we have x plus y, x plus z, y plus z. And if you just add all of them together, x to x, and to y, and 2z, z, their actual sum is 4x, 4y, 4z. Just let me add them together. X plus 2x, that is 4x. Y plus 2y plus y, that is 4y. 2z plus z, that is 4z. 6 plus 1, 7, 7 plus 9, it is 16. If you divide both sides by 4, because 4 is a common factor on the left-hand side, so here we have x plus y plus z. 16 is divided by 4, that's equal to 4. That's our first step. So now I can get the values of others. So now if I just write the second step, the first equation, this is our first equation, this is our second equation, this is our third equation. The first equation is x plus y plus, what is 2z? 2z is z plus z. On the right-hand side, we have 6. Now what is x plus y plus z? That's equal to 4. So from here, what is z? 6 minus 4, that's equal to 2. And in a similar way, if you write the second equation, x plus 2y, I can write it as y plus z is equal to 1. And what is x plus y and plus z? That's equal to, what is it? Again, it is 4. So I can just write here 4 plus y is equal to 1. What is y? Y equals negative 3. And the fourth one, if you just do the same thing for the last question, 2x, that is x plus y plus z, that's equal to 9. So now from here, x plus y plus z, again, is equal to 4. So x equals 9 minus 4, that's equal to 5. So now the final answer then, dot, x equals 5, y is equal to negative 3, and z is equal to 2. The solution of this system. Okay, question 5. Solution Let's use green here. Pipes A, B, and C take 1 hour to fill a pool. So that means here we have a kind of pool here. Okay, let's say this rectangular cuboids. Okay, just cuboid. So we have a pipe 1. Okay, this pipe 1, and here we have pipe 2, and also here we have pipe 3. And of course, they have different pipes. This part we don't know actually they are the same or not. Actually, they have different rates, right? And let's say the pipe 1 rate, it is R1. The rate of the second one is R2. The third one is R3. What does it mean? The rate means that R1 from pipe 1, we have R1 liters of water is pouring into the container or into the pool in 1 hour. Okay, the second one is R2 liters of water into the container in 1 hour. R3 liters of water into the container in 1 hour. So that means that now I can just write here, maybe not R1, R2, R3, this rates, I can just write here as capital A, capital B, capital C, right? So that means that pipes A, B, C, it takes 1 hour to fill a pool. So that means that if they were together, it's 1 hour, they're all open together, A plus B plus C. Let's say the volume of the pool is V meter cube or V liters. So they will fill the pool. And it says that if only pipes A and B are used, 1 hour and 30 minutes are needed. So that means that here we have 1 hour and 30 minutes is 1.5 hours. 3/2 hours is needed if only A and B is open. So they will fill the pool in 1.5 hours. If only B and C are used, it takes 2 hours and 30 minutes. So 2 hours and 30 minutes, that is 5/2 hours. If only B and C is open, that's also V. Okay. The question is, what is the question? How long for pipe B to fill the pool? It means how long does it take for pipe B to fill the pool? That means that if you just open only B, T times B, it will be V. The question is, what is T? This is the question. So now here we have, what is that? System of linear equations. And if we solve this, actually we can just get the value of A, B, C, and after that from here we can find the value of B. Okay, so from here the A plus B plus C equals V, right? So and A plus B, all right. Okay, so from here, let me just rewrite again. A plus B plus C is equal to B. The second one, A plus B is equal to multiply both sides by 2/3, 2/3 V. The third one, B plus C is equal to 2/5 V, right? Now, if I subtract actually the first equation, second equation, third equation, subtract the second equation from the first one, A plus B plus C minus A plus B, right? A gone, B gone. So here we have C. What is C? C equals B minus 2/3 V, which is equal to 1/3 V. So how about if you subtract B plus C from the first equation, BC is gone. So A then is equal to V minus 2/5 V. This is equal to 3/5 V, right? So now we can find B. So if I just substitute this C into this equation, I can find C. Actually, we found C, right? Okay. So we need to find B. So what is B here? B equals 2/5 V minus C. And what is C? C is 1/3 V, which is equal to 2/5 minus 1/3. 3 times 2, 6, and 5 times 1, 1. 6 minus 1, it is 1 over 15. And here we have V, right? If you multiply both sides by 15, then here we have 15 times B is equal to V. So now from here, then what is T? T is equal to 15 hours. That means that if you just open only pipe B alone, maybe here pipe B is the smallest pipe in terms of radius, it takes 15 hours to fill in the tank completely. That is the algebraic way of solving this problem. Of course, we have a formula you can use it, but here I'm trying to explain the idea, the logic to solve this kind of problems. Of course, here ABC, you should not get confused. Actually, they are rates, liters per minute or liters per hour or meters cube per hour, whatever you take, a meter cube or liters, depends on how you are measuring the amount of water in the container. Okay, now part C. In part C, we have 2 questions, and additionally, we have 2 questions. That's it. So, question 1, solve the system. Again, to solve the system, as you know, we are just going to use the elimination methods. If we have more than 2 equations, elimination method for system of linear equations is very commonly used method. So first, I am going to eliminate Z, and after that, going to eliminate Y, and we will get the value of X. And by back substitution, we will get the value of Y and value of Z, and that's it. So if I just write the first equation, right? So here, the first step, actually Z, how can I eliminate Z? Actually, I need to multiply the first equation by 5. So here we have 5x minus 15y plus 10z is equal to minus 25. The second equation multiplied by 2, 2 times x, 4x minus 2y minus 10z. On the right-hand side, it is 0. So now, if we just add them, because the coefficients of z, they have opposite signs, 5x plus 4x, that is 9x. Negative 15 plus negative 2, that is negative 17y. And 10 plus negative 10 is 0. Negative 25 plus 0, it is negative 25. So that is our first equation. And the second equation, I'm just going to use the second and third equations. So I should just multiply the third equation by 5 and subtract, right? Let me just rewrite the second equation. We just write in different color here. Here we have 2x minus y minus 5z. On the right-hand side, we have 0. Third equation, multiply both sides by 5. So here we have 15x plus 10y minus 5z is equal to 35. Now the coefficients of z, they have the same sign, so we have to subtract. So subtract, let me just subtract in this direction, okay? The first one from the second. 15 minus 2, it is 13x. 10 minus y plus 11y. And minus 5 minus 5, 0. 35 minus 0, that is 35. So now I have 2 equations. In the third one, let me just write 2 equations together and solve for x and y. Our first equation is 9x minus 17y is equal to minus 25. The second equation is 13x plus 11y is equal to 35. So actually 17 and 11, they are prime numbers, right? We have nothing to do. So I need to multiply the first equation by 11, the second equation by 17. So if you do so, let me multiply 11 times 9, it is 99, 99x minus 11 times 17. Even I don't have to multiply this, because after all, we are going to cancel this out. And 11 times 25, 10 times 25, 250, one more 25, it is minus 275. The second one, 13 times 17, that's equal to, what is it? 221x minus 11 times 17y. And 17 times 35, 17 times 35, that's equal to 595. So now if you just subtract, okay, again in this direction, okay, the first one from the second one, 221 minus 99, that's equal to 122x. And this, the y's, why we are subtracting, they are gone because they are the same. That's what we are trying to do here. 595, 595, because we are adding 275. That's equal to 870. 870. And if you divide this by 122, it is subtracting 122. Okay, 99. It is 170, 51. Okay, that's all right. It's 5, 600, 870. Okay, so from here, what is x here? The x is equal to 870 over 122. Or if you divide by 2, right, or simplify this by 2, that is 435 over 61. Okay, but here we got actually fraction. In this case, just we need to make have a look quickly if we made any technical mistake or not. The first one, actually, we multiply by 5x, 5 times 3, 15, 5 times 2, 10, 5 times 5, 25. Okay. The second one, multiply by 2, 4x minus 2y plus 10 is equal to 0. We are adding 9x, so it is minus 17 minus 25. So we have no mistake. The second one, 2x minus y minus 5z, x minus 3y 2z, 2x minus y 5z, 3x plus 2y minus z equals 7. Okay, 2x minus y 5z equals 0, multiplied by 5, 15, plus 10 minus 5 equals 35. If you subtract, it is 13, and here we have 11y, that's equal to 35. 9, 17 minus 25, 13, 11, 35. I don't see any mistake here, so we have this fraction. Okay, so now we need to find y. And where can we find y? I can just substitute into this equation, right? 9x minus 71, or the second one. Which one is easier? So let me just find y here. Y is equal to 35 minus 13 times x, right, over 11. So now if you just substitute this, what we get here, it is 35 minus 13 times fraction 435 over 61 and over 11. So that's equal to minus 320 over 61. Okay, that's our one. Let me just circle this. That is x and that is y. And how about z? From the last one, we can find z. So z is equal to 3x plus 2y minus 7 equals, we know what is x, so that is 3 times, our x is 435 over 61, and the y is minus 2 times, we have 320 over 61, and the minus 7. So that's equal to 238 over 61. Usually they don't ask this kind of questions in the math Olympiads. I don't know, we actually made a mistake, or because the numbers are fraction. Even if it's so, then you know how to add or subtract fractions, right? It may take a little bit more time, but still it is not impossible. It is possible. Okay. Okay. Let's solve a second question here. We have 12 minutes left. Okay. There is a piece of grassland. The grass grows up every day evenly. 24 cows can take 6 days to eat all the grass. 24 cows can take 6 days to eat all the grass. And 21 cows can take 8 days to eat all the grass. How many days can 30 cows take to eat all the grass? There's a piece of grassland. Okay, we are talking about. Okay. Grassland, let's say it's kind of rectangle. Actually, it doesn't have to be rectangular. So this is the cows eat here, right? Grassland. So The grass grow up every day evenly. 24 cows can take 6 days to eat all the grass. And 21 cows can take 8 days to eat all the grass. How many days can 30 cows take to eat all the grass? Okay. All right. So now let's try to understand the question, then we start solving this. Okay. So in the question is saying that this evenly, that means that, okay, in the morning time, the cows go there, actually they see some amount of grass, right? And next morning, when they go there, they see the same amount of grass because nighttime, the grass grows, right? This is what we mean by evenly. Okay. So now suppose that this area, okay, this area is A. So here we have A meters squared of grass. Okay. So 24 cows can take 6 days to eat all the grass. So here we have cows can take 6 days to eat all the grass, and 21 cows can take 8 days to eat all the grass. Okay, how many days can 30 cows take to eat all the grass? So here we have, let's say, cows and days. And here we have amount of grass. Okay, so if we have 24 cows, they eat 6 days. So 24, 24, 6. Ah, 24 cows. Interesting. Okay. 24 cows. Okay. Guys, we are running out of time. Let's just have a look at another example. This one. I don't know, maybe later I will solve and share with you, but right now it's taking time to understand this. So let's just solve this question and I think I will finish the class. We have 6 minutes left. Last question. Question 2, solve xy over x plus y equals 1, xyz over y plus z equals 2, and zx over z plus x equals 3. Hence or otherwise, find the value of this. Okay, so solution. The first one, if you just write upside down, what happens here? The first one is, what is it? X plus y over xy, 1 over 1, it is 1. The second one, y plus z over yz is equal to 2. Third one, z plus x over zx is equal to 1 over 3. The second one is 1 over 2. 1 over 2. So now we can separate them, right? This x plus y over xy. If you just separate this, let me just write one example. X plus y over xy. I can write it as x over xy plus y over xy, which is equal to 1 over y plus 1 over x, which is equal to 1 over x plus 1 over y. So the first one equals 1 over x plus 1 over y. That's equal to 1. The second one is 1 over y plus 1 over z is equal to 1 over 2. And the third one is 1 over x plus, or 1 over z, doesn't matter, 1 over z, that's equal to 1 over 3. So 1 over x, 1 over x, 1 over y, 1 over y, right? 1 over z. So if you just add them together, what do we have here? 2 times 1 over x plus 1 over y plus 1 over z. On the right-hand side, 1 plus 1 over 2 plus 1 over 3, which is equal to, common denominator is 6. So here we have 6 plus 3, 9. 9 plus 2, it is 11 over 6. So which means that dot, dot, dot. So this 1 over x plus 1 over y plus 1 over z is equal to 11 over 12. So that's equal to 11 over 12. So now, again, how do you solve this? Also, actually, it says solve, right? Actually, we have already done the second part. And the first part, how do you do this? You see here, x plus y plus z is equal to 11 over 12, right? So if you just subtract the first one from this, if you subtract, let me just write this, the first equation, the second equation, third equation, right? So what is this x plus y? X plus y is equal to 1. So from here, what is 1 over z? 1 over z equals 11 over 12 minus 1. That's equal to minus 1 over 12. So from here, let me just write here, x equals y equals z equals. What is z from here? Z equals minus 12. And how about instead of y plus z, if you put 1 over 2, right? Then we have 1 over x equals 11 over 12 minus 1 over 2. That's equal to 6, 5 over 12. So x is equal to 12 over 5. And how about for the last one, x plus 1 over x plus 1 over z, that's equal to 1 over 3. So here we have 1 over y is equal to 11 over 12 minus 1 over 3. So 11 minus 4, it is 7, 7 over 12. So y equals 12 over 7. So these are the solutions of this equation. Also just give you some idea, and after that, I think we are running out of time. I'll finish a class. And how about in this question? 5x plus 2y and equals 8, 2x minus 3y equals 7, a plus 2bx plus 3a minus by equals 31, 2a minus 3bx minus a plus 4b equals y, times y equals 6, has a solution. Find the values of a and b. So now if you just solve first these equations together, because 4 equations here we have, First, we can find the value of x and y and substitute into the third and fourth equation. Then we can solve them for a and b. So from the first one, 5x multiplied by 3. So that is 15x plus 6y. Multiplied by 3, it is 24. The second one multiplied by 2, it is 4x minus 6y is equal to 14. If you subtract here, 15 minus 4, 11x, 24 minus 14, that's equal to 10. So from here, x equals 10 over 11. 5x plus 2y equals 8. 2x minus 3y equals 7. Multiplied by 3, 15, 6, 24. Multiplied by 2, 4, and we are multiplied by 2, 4, minus 6, 14. So we are adding here. Sorry. 15 plus 4, 19x. It is 0. And 24 plus 14, it is 38. So x equals 2. If x equals 2, it is 10. 8 minus 10 minus 2. So y is equal to minus 1. Okay. So now if you substitute into the second equation, what is x? X equals 2. So here we have 2a plus 2b. Plus, what is y? It is minus 1. Let me just write here minus 1 minus 3a minus b is equal to 31. The second one, here we have 2a minus b, 2a minus 3b, and minus plus a plus 4b is equal to 6. Now again, just simplify. We have two equations in terms of a and b, and we will get the value of a and b. Okay, guys, thank you very much. That's all for this. Okay, I wish you good luck. See you next time.